Hey everybody, I'm Bob from Black Arrow Gaming, and welcome back to the next episode of my fifth Age of Wonders 3 Advanced Strategy series. Had a lot of great comments to go over from last week, so let's dive right into that. I've got one from, well, I want to start with just a general question for everyone. I'm wondering, the outpost, or sorry, the trading post here. So this confers a bonus through Mercenary Camp to produce irregular units, and that would include martyrs. Does anyone know if this bonus, the +1 melee damage, +1 range, +1 defense, whether that carries over when those martyrs evolve into exalteds? I'm not entirely sure about that. I know that their absorbed pain carries over, and their increased XP gain from, I think it's called Quick Learner, carries over, but I'm not sure about. But those are both like, they're classified as abilities, whereas this is just like a stat boost. So I'm wondering if anyone knows the answer to that question. Go ahead and share in the comments. Also, a request from Tarsak to show the world map, both at the beginning and the end of the video. I'll try to make this a habit, especially at the end of each video. I know some of you guys like to see kind of like the layout of above ground and underground. I hope the resolution is good enough to make out those names and stuff. But if anyone notices anything of interest on the strategic map, a lot of times they'll point it out to me, and so I'll try to remember to do that. Tarsak also mentioned some general good advice to be careful not to use Bestow Iron Heart on units that I convert. I haven't done that yet in this series, but I am guilty of doing this in the past. I've done it at least once on this channel, maybe more than that. The reason you don't want to do this, in case you're not familiar with this, is that Bestow Iron Heart, it bestows strong will on a unit, which is 100% spirit resistance, mind control immunity, all that good stuff. That will negate the conversion. It will basically make the unit that you've already converted immune to being converted, thereby turning it back to their original side. So you don't want to do that. If you want to heal a unit you've converted, just use healing if you have that option. I can confirm that it really does suck to make that mistake. Also, Tarsak talked a little bit about cadavers. At gold rank, these guys get resurgence, which is really nice. That's something I was already familiar with, but in case you're not already, very useful ability for them, especially if you're using them more or less just as meat shields. But one thing that we talked about this in my series before, but not a lot. That resurgence still applies even if the corpse is devoured. So, like, if your Necro or some other unit has Devour Corpse, or another cadaver for that matter, you can actually eat the corpse of a gold rank cadaver and it will still come back after the battle, as long as you win. So, just an interesting little tidbit there. Tori N pointed out a correction. In my last episode, about 13 minutes in, I said that Ganon was vulnerable to conversion from enemy bards, or I implied that he was. That is not correct. Ganon is a leader. All leaders have mind control immunity, cannot be converted. So, good correction there. I don't know what I was talking about at the time, because I know leaders have mind control immunity, but just kind of blanked on that, I guess. So, I say some pretty weird stuff. Recording is a lot different than just playing the game quietly by yourself, because you feel like you have to be talking and entertaining, and I sometimes say things that I later regret, or don't always think through the things that I'm saying. So, wanted to make that correction. Matthias3310 is the one who pointed out that Exalted Martyrs also get the plus 50% XP boost from Quick Learner. That's something I had forgotten about, so that's worth remembering if I go to make some soon. Daniel Nordval and another commenter by the name of myself, Ganon said Ganon could have used break control on a mind-controlled unit. That was when I was fighting up in this structure here. I was fighting some bards, and Ganon could have broken control on one of them, on a unit that a bard had converted, and gotten it back onto my side rather than me just dealing with it. Break control is something that I did pick up, so it's worth remembering that if you're going into a battle where a unit could convert you. Break control is very useful because it will break the conversion. Arch Redbeard said that I should consider making builders, which I'm actually going to do now. Wanted me to make forts in places where I'm putting cities, which is a good idea. I haven't gotten around to doing that yet, but I think I don't have a really good excuse to stop. While I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and in this city start production of the Grand Palace. In fact, I think I might hurry the production of the Grand Palace. It will cost me 100 happiness and an extra 100 gold, but it will also give me 100 happiness back and ensure that I get Imperial residence. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. That's probably one of the few buildings I'll be hurrying for a while, as gold is still kind of an issue. Let's see. Archredbeard also pointed out there's a Heart of the Blight over here that I'm probably going to want to grab. I'll put a fort on that unless there's a spot around there good enough to make a city. And one other thing, I've got a lot of volcanic terrain that I'm dealing with. So Archredbeard also suggested keeping an eye out for a Heart of the Volcano. I haven't seen one yet, but if anyone else has, please let me know. That would be helpful. And the last comment comes from Mark Wentz, who suggested getting a Swarm Darter from excuse me, Swarm Darter from this inn here. I just looked at the tier 3 unit. My eyes went straight to the big beetle that was in there. But the Swarm Darter in there is probably worth picking up. Probably not a bad idea. So they're an incredibly useful range unit. I don't have a lot of range options as the orcs, so I will try to remember to grab that when I go back up there. Send a quick unit over to get it. Let's see. My halfling has leveled up, and I'll go ahead and I'm going to hold off on doing too much with her right now. Oh, wait. I only have one upgrade point left. Never mind. That's what that's talking about. The next thing I wanted to talk about is something that kind of changes what my plans were in the immediate future. So I got a proposal from Labu here for peace. Normally I would not accept this because I'm trying to be evil, but one of my goals is to get Goblin Tame Trolls, and a lot of them in this game. This city would be a good start in terms of like making friends with the goblins to start getting my race relations up with them, so I'm actually going to accept this. I know Ganon was on his way there to just take the city, which would probably be faster, but it's not going to really matter how quickly I get the city if the city is, or if I don't have enough race governance to make the Tame Trolls. So I think this gives me a good start. I'll vassal them in 4 turns when I have the chance. This shouldn't have too big of an impact on my alignment. It'll have definitely some, but I'll go ahead and be mean to other people to make up for it. Those Draconians, I'm probably going to migrate to goblins, and I'm going to migrate basically any city that I have the opportunity to migrate into goblins, including probably that Tigran city underground. This city up here, when I capture it, this Tigran city, maybe not, because it's in the desert and goblins aren't huge fans of tropical environments. But most of the others I should be able to get. Another thing I want you guys to help me keep an eye out for, if you don't mind, is I would like to find a dungeon that is close to a Lich Castle. I've found several Lich Castles, but if they're close to anything, it's a Crystal Tree. And I need a dungeon Lich Castle combo to make the best Exalteds that I can. I'm not quite ready to produce them yet, but that time will come, so if you guys could help me out with that, I would appreciate it. So let's keep things going here. I can always use that mana, so I'm going to grab that. And what I want to do is explore kind of near... Oh, there's another city I could convert to goblins. I'd like to explore the area around where this Draconian city is a little bit. Down here, Slurm. I'd like to see what's north of that. There's a possibility there could be a dungeon in there somewhere that would be within range of this Lich Castle. Probably not, but possible. So I think what I'll do then with these guys... I don't want to send them through that way. They'll probably get attacked by the Lost Souls again, but I'm going to send them down this lava river or this path over here to see what's in this area. One thing I want to do with Ganon is bring him down. Since he doesn't need to go to the goblins anymore, I'd like to bring him down and help my my sorcerer take this giant city. But right now, I kind of need him to go north and deal with that before it spawns more units that could come take this city. So I think what I'll do is I'll send him up, get the haste berries, clear that, send a unit to go grab the Swarm Darter, and then send everybody back south. Hopefully by that point, I'll get a builder in this city on the next turn, so the first thing it's going to do is go get those haste berries, and then start building a road to make that process a little faster. In the meantime, these guys are going to go back and grab that watchtower, and maybe try to clear that ancient ruin there, and that Magma Forge. After that, they'll come back, help with the giants, and then I may send them back down to try to clear some structures. Hopefully by then they'll be powerful enough to handle this stuff down here on their own. They're already kind of close. It's a decent army, actually, at this point. Let's see here. I want to make sure everybody can get together. And then the spearman is just going to kind of tag along. He's going to end up probably going back to be a unit to guard my core cities. But I may need him for that giant battle. Just all the extra help I can get. So, you know, actually, now that I think of it, he could go grab that tower by himself. That's already cleared. I don't need the whole army to go after that. And I did get an item, mind control immunity for her. Not a big deal, but I'll take it. And making friends with the goblins. All right. So, that should be everything. I'm sure I could use, what's it called? Beacon of Faith on one of my cities somewhere. Have I cast it here already? I did get it there already. And I don't have it on this city. So probably... I don't want this city's borders to grow too much, because I still want that crystal tree in this city's domain. But I don't think that crystal tree is at risk of being taken over by this city. That's at least 9 tiles away. So I'm going to go ahead and get Beacon of Faith on this city here. Growth is important, and then I'll probably cast Paid Absolution on the next turn when I have enough mana to do so. Alright. And I should get... I'm going to wait and not cast any other spells for now. Should get Imperial Residence on the next turn as long as none of the other leaders snipe that from me. Fingers crossed on that. Sometimes it doesn't happen to me as often in this game, but I have really bad luck in Civilization with like another character completing a wonder right before I get it. Happens all the time in Civ 6, especially with there's a wonder in that game called the Great Zanzibar. Any of you guys who play that game may know how good that wonder can be in the right situation. Somebody always nabs that from me every time. Fortunately, this is not Civilization, so hopefully my luck is a little better in this game. Okay, so these guys want to pick a fight. That cherub should be strong enough. We'll see. We'll see how the battlefield's laid out. Probably not anywhere with this sparse of rock formations. Maybe back here. He's got a little bit less than full health. Granted, he is a trooper, so he's a little tougher than he was last battle. But I think I'm going to try to play it safe if I can. Let's see here. It's possible there might be a spot right there I could go to. Although the round may end before they even get here. Yeah, this spot would be good. We'll see if they can get here on time. If not, I'll just run away. Looks like they'll make it. This will at least prevent me from getting flanked. Alright, so they'll get killed on retaliation here. Alright, nice work, Cherub. Perfect counter to Lost Souls. Alright, so he leveled up again and he's already now a veteran. So I just have to avoid Lost Souls for a little while. Let's get him over the lava, where it's ironically safer. Few resource structures back here. This might be a nice place for a fort, but probably not a whole city. It's actually probably several nice places for forts down here. I just need to get an army down there to clear stuff out. That is, in the long run, where Ganon's army is headed. Another Dreadnought hero. I really have my heart set on a Warlord. I know some of you have suggested or pointed out how Dreadnoughts can be very useful. Summon Siege Engine is a very popular thing people bring up, and I admit that is very good. But I really have my heart set on a warlord. I really want, especially Blood Brothers, the upgrade that gives everybody 100% spirit immunity. It's just extremely powerful. So I'm going to say I require another type of hero, and we'll hope to get lucky. I did get Imperial Residence. That's excellent. That's an extra 10 casting points right off the bat, and plus an additional 100 to City Happiness. So this should be in the 700s now, and that'll go up to 800 once that hurried production debuff wears off. Okay, so my capital city's pretty much maxed out in that regard. Crap, I forgot those goblins were down there. I passed up on killing them a while ago, and now I'm regretting it. Maybe I can start making just some kind of basic crap units in this city. One thing I want is martyrs, and I'm pretty sure the Exalted Martyrs applies retroactively to any martyrs I make. So I want to start making some of them. I think I already can. I'd also might want to make more settlers too. Wait a sec, hang on. I know I need to make another settler. And I can't make martyrs yet because I need Embrace Darkness to make the martyrs that I want. So I need another settler. I need more money. Let's see here. I may want to start thinking about defense with some of my cities. That was something somebody brought up. I don't remember who specifically that was. Might have been more than one person. But maybe making Orc Priests isn't a bad idea. I've already got the temple upgrades and everything for them. I don't have anything that can make them better. Just like a couple priests to hang out in my cities. I think for the time being, I should be okay. I haven't spotted any enemies yet. The city's out of range of anything that could spawn units. That's more than 14 tiles away, so it won't come after this city. I think I'm going to actually just make merchandise on this turn. Accumulate some extra gold, build a settler, focus on economy for now. I don't think defense is a huge concern just yet. It will be once I spot an enemy unit, at which point I'll probably build a couple defenders right away. At most, it'll probably just be a scout if I see anything. Let's see. I want both of these things, the temple and the laboratory. Both would be very useful. I can't build either and cast Paid Absolution on the same turn. So I think I'm gonna... Mana's just a persistent issue, and I can always spend it on more scouts. So I think I'm going to build the Great Temple first. There's a lot of areas I really do want to explore. Can't build anything else down here for now. We'll probably make Storehouse next, but for the time being, gonna have to sit on merchandise. Alright, so let's go ahead and kill some more undead. We've been doing a lot of talking this episode, haven't actually killed anything yet, other than the Lost Souls, so. I should have probably gone to that space because it had made for a faster trip. Well, I don't think it's going to matter. Alright, let's attack with Ganon, and we'll send the Necro out to go get that. Or actually, we'll probably send the Black Knight. The Necro needs to stay with the Cadaver. Oh, right, and I got Control Undead. So hang on. I think I got Control Undead. Yes, I did. So one of the big priorities of this battle is to get that... Ooh, that's a Halfling Reanimator, too. I really like Halfling Reanimators, and I don't have to worry about picking on the Halflings because it's undead. They don't care what my race relation is with the living Halflings, so if I can find a way to get him... The only problem is they're immune... Because it's undead, it's got blight immunity, so I can't curse it. And I can't poison it. So I'm probably just going to have to try to get lucky with a conversion attempt. I guess we'll see what happens. I don't think I have... I mean, Spirit Breaking? If I had Spirit Breaking on something... I don't have Spirit Breaking on Ganon. I could try to petrify it, but that won't actually lower its resistance. That just lowers movement and morale. Yeah, there's not really any way that I can, as far as I know, there's not really any way I can increase my odds. I'm just going to have to try to get lucky. But that reanimator would be extremely helpful. Alright, let's just nuke this thing. One shot. We'll let that lost soul run right into that impaler and just get absolutely destroyed. And there's nothing I can curse. Alright. Let's see, is there anything I can do with him to get a little free XP? Not really, other than casting spells, which I don't think I need to do. Oh, crap. I was not expecting a crit hit there. That hurt. That hurt Ganon bad. Let's see. Well, he's let down his guard, so I can go after him, but I need to get that Deathbringer off of me. Fortunately, I have a Black Knight who's very angry. Oh, get wrecked. I did... Wow, did you see those numbers pop up? Holy crap, that was a lot of damage. Okay, so Ganon's not under threat anymore. Guess now is when I try to go control this guy. Come on, come on. This would be amazing. He got lucky. Ah, because he's a halfling. Dang it. Okay, whatever. I'm going to have to get Ganon out of here so he doesn't snipe me with magic or something. Move the cadaver there. Move you here. Get Ganon way away and heal. I hate lucky. I hate it. Ouch. Alright, well hopefully I got something decent. A fire protection ring. We'll take it. Ganon can have that. Alright, Mr. Black Knight. You go over there and pick up that goblin. Well, you can't because gold. It's an expensive swarm darter, but I think it's worth it to get something to start leveling up now. Especially since I want to split these armies up. I haven't had the opportunity to do that yet because I've lost any units I've converted. But eventually, those armies are going to split up. I'll leave this guy here, and then on the next turn, he should be able to run down and catch up with everybody else pretty quickly. Alright, I got my builder here, so I can move forward with this plan. We'll build it out from this city. Got my watchtower back and don't have to worry about animals taking it again, so that is some nice peace of mind. This army still needs a lot of healing. They probably, well, they got another turn before they can fight anything, so. I don't really know what to do with this guy for the moment. I'll just let him hang out on that watchtower. He's not going to catch up with everybody else in time to do anything. And let you hang out there. Okay. Can I cast Beacon of Faith or anything else useful? I've got Beacon of Faith on every city, actually, so not really, and I can't do Paid Absolution. So I guess we just go to the next turn. Still need that mana to keep piling up. I don't remember. I don't think I've cleared that watchtower yet. That would be a nice one to have. That oversees a pretty wide open area over here. One of the nice things about going down after this giant city is if I bring everyone together and really focus on that, I might be able to convert a giant and add that to Ganon's army. And that would be Having a tier 4 unit would be really helpful right about now. I know it is kind of sending some units out of the way, and I maybe should be focusing on clearing structures or getting underground and clearing stuff, but I want a little extra firepower. And hopefully building this road will make it not quite so out of the way. Alright, you go ahead and keep building. And then he can get the haste berry and continue building on the next turn. Alright, I got 258 gold, so I'll go ahead and grab that swarm darter now. He's going to have to catch up with everybody, though, so he might not make it in time for the big giant battle. But that might be for the best, because he could get squished by a big boulder. Don't want him out there by himself for now, so we'll bring him down. Hero offers to join. Human sorcerer, it looks like. I already have a sorcerer, so acquire another type of hero. I might have to do a few rounds of this before I get what I want. It would be nice to get another warlord to replace the one I lost. Oh, it's that cosmic happening with more production. Cool. I don't know how much that helps me in any particular case right now. Oh wait, it did allow me to finish. It allowed me to finish whatever it was I just built in the city one turn earlier. Oh, the settler. Wait. Oh no, I didn't make a settler in that city because I ran out of money. Here's the question: do I make a? There's some animals there, but again, I don't need to worry about them. They're far enough away that they won't go after this city. I'm gonna want to clear that though at some point. Do I want to save money and build a settler next turn, or do I want to start making a few martyrs? Because I kind of think maybe I want to make martyrs here, because they'll have the bonuses. I could make the thing that gives them bonuses from the trading post. I know the city might be better off building other things, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna. It doesn't take much to make them. I just need to build a Theocrat Conclave. And once that, I think I'm just going to try to make them in this city. Just in case those bonuses carry over. I don't know for sure, but just in case they do. And let's see. I was thinking about... Alright, so I want to get Exalted Martyrs here as quickly as I can. And that is an Empire upgrade. So to get it, I'm going to probably want to research other Empire upgrades. Alright. I will go ahead and get Order of Templar Knights, I think. I can get that faster than anything else, so I'll take that. Okay, got the sword for her. Let's see what I can do with this city right now. I'm gonna produce merchandise here, actually. This city is not really all that important at the moment. It's kind of just... That's actually really kind of a crappy city, all things considered. But you know what? I'm going to focus more on... I'm going to focus more on other cities. I kind of need to save my money right now, especially if I want to grab a settler on the next turn. Let's see what we got going on in here. Very likely victory. A couple spiders, a couple ogres. Nothing this army shouldn't be able to handle unless I get super unlucky with webs. But even then, I think just being careful, I should be fine. And those are hunter spiders, so that means barricade range units behind melee and let them come to me and keep everyone on defense. I won't quite be able to do this as well as I had hoped, but that at least keeps me out of the range of the ogres. I think everybody's got holy champions too. These guys count as a monster, so I should do extra special damage to them. dang it. It's that physical defense. I should have known they'd go for the sorcerer. That's okay. Everybody else should be able to handle this. First things first, I kind of want to nuke the spider. Nice, I kind of high rolled that, which helps a lot. Let's see here. Having that halfling webbed kind of hurts. I think the knight can pretty much take up this guy's movement and action points and keep him from going anywhere else. Yeah, he's going to hit me at most once more. He can't really do much, and if he moves, he dies. So that takes that ogre out of the equation. I think I'm okay here, but I do need to be a little careful with how I approach the rest of this. So, who's got more overall defense? The Impaler or the Greatsword? Both of them are the same. Both of them have the same amount of health, the same resistance. So, I think what I'm going to do here... Yeah, because these guys are close to the ogre. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and kill the spider with the Greatsword. I need that ogre to hit her twice. And then I need it to hit the Impaler once. And that'll take away all its movement. As long as it doesn't crit, I should be okay here. Alright, so it can't do anything either. And again, if that one... It could try to flank, but it wouldn't kill me anyway, and even if it did, it would die anyway upon moving, so I think I'm alright. I would like to make this last one more turn. Maybe I could dispel that web. Oh. Could I steal the web? No. I'm trying to think if there's a way I could break her out of that. I don't think I can. That's alright. I will just finish these guys off. Now everyone is desperately in need of healing. Lizard on a stick. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this structure cleared now. I have to be careful though. She's gonna need to do some serious healing. I've got 2 harmonizing energies I can use, and I'm probably gonna use both of them. They're gonna rush. That's okay with me. I'll back up and play this one a little carefully. She's definitely gonna need harmonizing energy. Frostlings don't much care for all the fire crap in these places. That Draconian can handle it just fine though, so maybe we'll draw some fire with him. That'll work. Now that Hellhound is going to make a beeline for my Sorcerer if I leave her there. I'm going to make sure she's plenty out of the way. I'm going to make sure she's not getting exposed to the freezing cold from that thing. In fact, put her way back here. I would like that horse to have to hit the Impaler, which would negate its charge. Probably gonna put him there. Let's have her heal up and get these guys back just a bit. I wouldn't mind the Hellhound going after either of these two. Alright, so the goal at this point is more or less to not take too much damage, since this army kind of sucks at healing right now. She does not have Inflict Stun yet, unfortunately. So that guy's going to get another shot off on me, I think, almost no matter what I do. So I may as well... I'm just going to make absolutely sure that he kills them. And I'm going to put this unit here to go after that flamer when the time comes. The rest of you guys... Well, let's Devastating Charge that Hellhound. Put you forward because you've got plenty of health, and put you forward because you're Draconian. Alright. My Halfling got lucky, that's nice. Now I can send her in and do some damage. We'll probably try to use the crossbow in this situation, like I was talking about in the last episode. I just need to deal a little bit of damage to that guy, and I can't do it with the Apprentice. Well, I could do it with the Apprentice Firebomb, because that does a little physical damage. She won't quite kill it still, though. I could flank, which might kill it. It would probably kill it. It did kill it. I can kill that one. Yay, you can kill a Draconian hatchling. Well done. Alright, little extra gold there to help out, and more happiness and production for that city, so that is good. At this point, I think she needs to start heading back to the giant city to link up with Ganon. We're going to have one heck of a battle out there. I'm hoping I can fit that in this episode. Alright, back to my metropolis, deciding what to do here. I don't think I'm going to make martyrs here. I think I'm going to try to make some in this little city. It's not great because this city doesn't have as much production, but the Builder's Hall will help. I'll go ahead and grab the Master's Guild after that, and I'll just kind of work towards it there. We'll see what the production looks like once I get this Builder's Hall, because right now that's going to not quite double, but it's going to increase production by like 67%. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime, merchandise. As for this guy, again, I think I'm just going to leave him sitting there. I'll move him down to this forest to get him kind of closer to where stuff's going on. Alright, let's go to the next turn and see what happens. Oh wait, I can cast Paid Absolution. That might be worth doing. Or at least to start casting it. Takes my mana down a lot. But in the long run, I think I'd rather trade mana for gold. So I may as well get that going. Ooh, if I could get them when they're split up like that, that would be helpful. I might not even need both armies. Well, I don't know. I mean, we're still dealing with 2 tier 4 units, one of which can throw boulders at me and the ogre. So probably best to play it safe and bring everyone along for the ride on this one. I would love to see also what is east of this giant city. There's a lot of territory. I forget that there's this territory down here too. With that, I think that's a human city. There's actually a dungeon there, so it's possible there's a Lich Castle somewhere in this area. Hopefully this bay only goes about that far. Alright. Let's cast this on kind of a city that's more in the back. Let's use that city to boost economy. And I can't cast it again. Don't have enough mana, so I'll have to wait on that. Grand Temple's done, so that helps with mana a bit. And I think I will use... I'm going to spend it on the laboratory. I need to keep buffing my research. Speaking of which, I can research something else. Order of Healing. I'll probably go ahead and pick that up. Having healing on all your support units is nice, and it will help my Halflings army quite a bit, because it will give it to the Ice Queen. Alright, so a little unit micromanagement here I can mess around with. Also, I may want to explore that Sphinx Temple. I'm not... Do I want to explore that Sphinx Temple? That is tempting. Let's... You know what? It doesn't hurt to take a peek. Let's see what's in there. Let's send a cavalry unit in. Watcher... You know, that's actually not as tough as the last one, I don't think. Abort attack. I think I see a way I can do this. So let's try... What I'm wondering is can I get him in there and then get him back and onto the haste berries? I don't know. But it's probably worth clearing this since that city's borders will expand probably fairly quickly to it. I'm gonna go for it. And if they get back on the road, yes, I think they could make it to those haste berries. So let's do this. Probable victory. I do have a meat shield to help out, so we'll see how this goes. And I don't have hardly any mana to help. Didn't think about that. I wonder if... Am I using mana to build something, or did I already spend it? The laboratory. That was it. I'm making a laboratory in this city. I'm going to cancel that. So I have the option to use mana in this battle. And then I'll figure out what to do with that city afterwards. Because this is going to be a battle where I want stiffened limbs, I think. It doesn't really help a lot with the Beholder, but it might help with the Sphinx. Yeah, crap, they're going to charge me. Okay, whew. Resisted Doomgaze, thank goodness. That is the last thing I need to be petrified. This thing needs to go ASAP. So, what can I do? Can I smite it? No, it's got spirit protection. I'm going to try to curse it, I think. How's that? That's probably a good opening move, to try to curse it. Throw curse resisted. Not necessarily surprising. Let's try it again. Resisted. Crap. But it can't move. So I can get out of its range, which buys me a little bit of time. Let's get that cadaver up front and get Ganon in back. I want resistance on the Black Knight. So we'll use Touch by Faith. Make double sure I'm out of that thing's range. And put the cadavers in a spot where I can get them up front. They don't have to be up front right now. Everybody is out of his range. Excellent. Really wanted to convert him, or to, I really wanted to curse him, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. What I might do, though, is actually leave that Black Knight just in range of where I could charge him. He can't move. Yeah, he has 0 movement. So I'm okay to go here, which is a spot I like a little better for that Black Knight. Gives me some other options. Now the Necro's on fire. Yeah, crap. Forgot about that guy. Alright, this gives me an option to kill some other units if I can't get to that thing in the back. I can at least start killing other stuff and getting it out of the way. These priests should be powerful enough to handle, to do a decent bit of damage to that Sphinx. And I might send the cadaver out to go do what it does best. Let's start off by trying to get rid of this thing. That was quite a failure. They're going to take quite a few hits, but those mystics aren't really going to do much to them. I need to play this careful. I could always run out and take an action point from that Sphinx, but I, on the other hand, kind of want to really try to kill the Sphinx. Maybe I could smite it. That's not really a great option for the Sphinx, but no, that's not going to work. What about you? What other spell do you have? You got Death Ray. That would do quite a bit. But how much does it cost? Death Ray is 10, Stiffen Limbs is 7. So if I use Death Ray, I can't use Stiffen Limbs. I don't know if Stiffen Limbs is really that important for this battle, though. I think it might be worth using Death Ray to safely get rid of that Sphinx instead. And keeping me isolated back here. I mean, its guard is down, and that's going to do minimum 18 damage. Probably more than that. Maybe not a lot more. How much damage could the cadaver do with a flank attack? I can't really... It's not going to tell me. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Send the cadaver out, do a flank attack. I fumbled. That sucks. Back him up for safety reasons. Death Ray didn't quite kill it. Okay, that's where Ganon comes in. Even though it won't do much damage, I can still kill it with this and keep Ganon in relative safety. That puts the cadavers in a situation where I'm hoping a lot of crap goes after them, and that allows the Black Knight to go do what it does best to that poor mystic. Question is, do I want to run around back and flank it? It may not matter because that Sun Guard is going to be able to move and hit just about whatever it wants to. That may have been a better unit to... I hope Ganon can't die here. I don't think he's really in danger of that, but... Alright. I'm just going to have to hope that Black Knight's tough enough to handle all this. I can at least protect him from getting flanked. I just don't know. On defense, I think they'll be okay. That is a gold rank. And somebody's going to go after the cadaver. Because the computer's too dumb to focus on a more important unit. Petrified. Oh crap, that's not good. Okay, well they took the cadaver bait though, or somebody did. Problem is, this is bad because the Black Knight is petrified. If I leave him there... Okay, so his Doom Gaze, while it is annoying, it doesn't do a lot of damage. So I think the higher priority here is getting rid of that Sun Guard, if I can figure out a way to do that. In this case, I think I might need to go Orc Smash on these mystics here, because I need to try to prevent them from interfering with other stuff. How much damage could I do to this one? Well, not much from there. In this case, cursing that might be, again, the best option. Or I could raise the cadaver. Use that to maybe eat up an action point. I just need to do it from a position of relative safety. Actually, where Ganon is standing right now might work. Ganon might need to go heal this Impaler, I think. Then the Impaler could War Cry, do a ton of damage to the Sun Guard. In fact, maybe bestow Iron Heart on that guy, give him a little extra defense. Yeah, I think I like that better. Bestow Iron Heart, have him War Cry, and just get rid of that Sun Guard. Okay. Now for that Watcher. I'll try to distract him with the Cadaver. I may need to raise him twice, but that's okay. I should be able to do that. I'm gonna hide behind this rock. Raise corpse. And do a bit of damage to you. Hopefully draw your attention. I don't know that there's much I can do about that Mystic, but I can interfere with this one. Or maybe I might inflict Noxious Vulnerability or something on that. Maybe able to make her fumble, whatever she does next. I think I'm going to try that. If I'd have moved him to this spot, I think I could have shot at her without a ranged penalty, but that's okay. I'm not worried about them killing that priest. That priest is pretty tanky. Alright, I think everything is okay here. I think. Alright, everybody's fine. That guy's still petrified, which is annoying, but now I have a lot more options. I did not want them to go Panther mode, though. That kind of sucks. I think in this case, he just needs to keep that Mystic distracted. So... Or actually just outright murder it. That works too. That Panther already... Oh wait, no, it didn't pounce. It definitely did not pounce. Ganon might be able to just War Cry kill this thing, but I'm gonna want something to deal with that Panther for sure. He's already got bonus defense, so he could help. Holy Champion with Black Bolts would do a decent job of hurting that thing. Probably better than melee attacking, especially given this guy's current condition. Let's get a little further away from the Panther with him. And turn him around to make this a little easier for Ganon. Ganon may also go after the Panther, actually. No, that might be risky. They do 8 to 12 damage to him. They would do 10 to 14 to Ganon. I think it's probably best to just send the Impaler out and let him tank a little damage. Alright, Ganon's going to War Cry this thing. Oh, crap! Oh, I forgot about... Oh, that's not good. That is very not good. I forgot about that. Oh, that played this battle perfectly, and then right up to the end. Okay, what's the retaliatory damage? See, now I don't think I can kill it. I'm gonna have to tank a hit from that Panther now, no matter what way I look at this. Which I think I can. I don't think it could kill anything. It might try to kill... Oh, man, it could kill... coup de grace. Oh, can Ganon... Okay, Slayer's Doubt. That might work. It would at least prevent him from hitting the unit twice. Can Ganon get far enough away? Wait, no, it's not going to matter because it'll have Slayer's Doubt, so it'll be way slowed down. So I think what I need to do now is get Ganon as far away as possible and Slayer's Doubt that thing. That severely limits his movement. It can't pounce Ganon. It can only hit that thing once, or it can pounce anything that it wants. But everything has enough health to live. And I need to remember, I don't want to kill it yet because I still need to get my Cadaver back. Okay. That works. This guy's tanky enough, he could probably just handle that thing. Alright. Let's get this guy back. Lesser reanimate undead on the cadaver. Come on. There we go. Right click, not left. Priorities here. Get you the heck out of here. Give Ganon more health. Could I just melee this thing to death with this dude? Maybe. It won't kill me. It's actually very upset, so it might fumble. 1632 for if it like max rolls, it could get me. I think I'd rather hold on defense. It will probably just try to attack the Orc Priest. It might go try to pounce the cadaver, but I think the cadaver would survive. Gosh, this battle turned out to be far more difficult than I anticipated. Okay, that is fine. I'm just happy I didn't lose anybody there. But everyone took an absolute beating. Quiver of Razor Leaves, though, that is going to go to the Halfling. That'll replace the Mind Control Immunity Shield, which Ganon really doesn't need. As soon as that shows up, that's going on her, and she's ditching Mind Control Immunity. Okay. I don't think I'm going to get to the giant battle this turn, but I can at least make a little bit more progress here. Let's get the road built a little more. Now, who needs movement the most? Probably, I'm going to say leave the Necro behind, but I think I'm going to try to get everybody back up together anyway. So the rest of that stack of 5 can go there. Now, I don't think I can build the road. Well, okay, here's a question. If I build the road, will it move the whole stack? I don't think it will. I think it will just move the builder. I'm trying to just eke out a few extra. You know what? Let's science it. If I have the whole stack selected, and I select build road, will it move everyone? No, it will just move the builder, unfortunately. That's okay. They're still gonna, Ganon's army's still gonna get back there before. No, never mind. They've still got a whole turn of movement, so. Let's... I could get them closer, because they won't go out of their borders to attack me. But just for the sake of being paranoid, I'm staying here. And I don't see any reason why not to build this road straight out to that city. Except I'm not going to go actually into the city. That actually works perfectly. Alright. So Ganon's army should have enough healing to heal up quite nicely after that massive battle there. And then on the next turn, I'll go ahead and crush these giants. And then I think Ganon will probably go back to the north and go down that cave entrance and start doing stuff underground, whereas the halfling will most likely stay up here and see what she can do. I do have some level up stuff to distribute, so I'll do that real quick here. This is the Necromancer. Do I want protection from light? He's not leading an army yet, so probably not. I might actually just buff his health or make him into even more of a tank. Devour Corpse is pretty useful, but right now he's got all the benefits of Ganon healing him. Let's see here. Inflict and Exploit Despair are both great. You would want Inflict before Exploit. Actually, Inflict Despair would pair nicely with Ganon because that gives units 20% Spirit weakness. And it checks against Spirit resistance rather than poison. So it gives me an alternative to try to weaken a unit. Except it wouldn't work on the... that wouldn't have worked on the Halfling. That wouldn't have worked on the Halfling either, that I was trying to convert earlier because it's undead. So, but I still think Inflict Despair is probably a good idea. It can be very useful. So I will grab that. I almost grabbed Necromancy just because having more casting points or stiffened limbs would be nice. That actually may have been a better choice for this battle now that I think of it, because I could have stiffened limbs on giants, but that's okay. I've already done what I've done, so... Paid Absolution is done here. This city can actually build a storehouse, but I want to see... I want to check in with this city, because this one's kind of the priority. Well... I'm actually annoyingly close to being able to get the Siege Workshop in 2 turns, but I'm gonna... Oh boy, but growth would be great for this city too, because now that that Sphinx Temple is cleared, that's a pretty big economic bonus. In fact, there's a lot of things the city can reach that I really need it to grow to get. So maybe I'll grab that storehouse since I can get that in 2 turns, and then go for the Siege Workshop next. Because the Siege Workshop is not going to determine whether I can build the storehouse in 2 turns or not. Order of Healing is researched. Ah, Soul Magic. That is really good. And I think I talked about this a little bit in the beginning of the series. Basically, this makes Smite absurdly powerful. But it's 16 turns to research. I would rather... I got extra research on this turn, so let's see. I got 222. Is there any way I can get 2 spells? I could, if I got Killer Instinct and Crusader. Or actually, I could even get... Wait, Killer Instinct, Seed of Distrust, or Divine Protection. Either one of those. If I'm adding this right, yes. I could get that, and then I could get that. And then I could still start researching something else. Or I could just go for Order of Sacred Support, which might be better for me. I know I normally do like to... You'd normally want to get as many of these as you can when you get a research boost to try to do the math. So I got 220 extra... 222 extra research, so 140 plus 80. I could get both of those and still start researching something else. But Empire upgrades are kind of important right now too. So even so, I think I still want to get the free stuff. Killer Instinct is kind of too good to pass up. I really like Killer Instinct. It gives me another good option to buff a unit with Ganon. And then I can go with... Oh, I could get Dispel, but that actually... I only have 140 more to spend, so probably want to... I can get Dispel in 1 turn anyway, so I think I'll pick up something for 140. Either Scorched Earth or Divine Protection. Probably Divine Protection. I could see that coming in handy too. It's a nice defensive spell. And then I will start working on Order of Sacred Support. Oh, wait, what did we get here? Oh, yes, we got a Tigran Warlord. Okay. Show me your talents. I don't know exactly what he gets. Maybe Overwhelm. I think that might be his thing. It's, free points. It's more useful than the human's Marine Command ability, especially in a map like this. Oh, yes, Predator too. I like that. I like that a lot. Yes, please join my army. By all means, my friend, come on in. Okay, so I got a cool Warlord. That makes me really happy. I don't know that I'll send him any items yet. I'm tempted to just throw stuff at him to give him some bonuses and stuff right off the bat, help him level quickly. But the Necro, I think, also needs it. I don't know. Man, Fearsome would be great on that guy too. Everything would be good on that guy. All right. I know I'm turning the Necro into a melee fighter, but he's not quite there yet. He's still got some levels to do before he even gets Inflict Ghoul Curse. So what I'm going to do, first things first, I'm going to send him out here so items can move faster. It's a less distance. I'm going to basically just shower him with gifts. That's going to be a really good unit. Sorry, buddy, but I'm going to have so many things to distribute on the next turn. Maybe I'll keep him with his Jewel of Forgotten Revival. He actually needs it right now anyway for health regen purposes, so I'll leave that with him. And then I will go ahead and send this to the dwarf, and that can go there. Okay. Alright, I've gone on longer than I planned to. Once again, that seems to happen. So I think I'm going to distribute Ganon's points here, and then I will wrap this up. I could finally get Strong Will on him, although that doesn't really help much against the Giants. Vow of Poverty might be nice for gold reasons, but I think I just want Ganon. Ganon's only got 60 health. Let's buff his health a little bit. I'd feel safer with 70 health on Ganon, I think. Oh, and then we got to distribute upgrade points for this guy too. Oh, and he's got a lot of good ones. So martial arts I always grab for warlords right off the bat. Tigrans do have low resistance, so anything that can buff resistance is good. I will probably at least get one resistance boost for him to make up for that. And if he's going to be a warlord, he's going to need health. Warcry, always good for a warlord. What else have we got? Giant Slayer, yeah, could come in handy. I might actually leave a couple points and try to remember to do that on the next episode if I can get him into that battle. Field Medic, not important yet. He's not really leading his own army right now. I just want to level him up. I think that maybe just buffing his stats right now. Honestly, maybe more resistance. I'm going to give him even more resistance. We'll get that up to 10. So it's a little harder to take advantage of the poor fellow with magic spells. Maybe a little melee strength, maybe a little defense. Just kind of make him into a fighter so he can start collecting XP as soon as possible. Alright, and with that, I'm going to stop. So, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Again, I apologize, episode went a little long. I know some of you like that, but I do try to keep these at a reasonable length. But I tend to get carried away. I'm really having fun with this game. I am loving this game. This is maybe one of the most fun single-player games I've done. I love this class. I love this leader combination. There's so much fun. There's so many fun things you can do with it. And so far the comments from you guys have been really on point with this series, so I appreciate that. There's a lot going on right now. I think I'm off to a decent start, but I still think this is going to be a really tough game, so I'm looking forward to the challenge. But anyways, all that being said, thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next episode.